I quickly checked out gunboats as an addition for larger ships. With addition, I mean if we dock these ships with others, they still use their turrets to shoot at nearby enemies, and therefore they can be seen as an upgrade for other ships that increase the medium turret amount. Mainly I did this to find out if the Boron Thresher is performing better than the Terran Jian, as attachment to medium docks against smaller crafts. Because the Boron Arc turret has a good reputation, besides the Argon flag, against small ships. Also, the Thresher and Jian have a comparable number of upward-facing medium turrets. The Jian has 6 and the Thresher has 5 out of its 8 turrets facing upwards. Because there are only 6 gunboats in the game, I quickly checked them all out together, with and without some low-level crew, to see if the crew has a noticeable impact on the performance. I tested the performance with the crew because the game manual states that the crew is improving turret efficiencies. I only used low-level crew because, for me, small and medium-sized combat ships are throwaway objects, for which it is not worth spending time to give them skilled crew. As a test platform, I used the Teladi carrier, the Vanguard Condor, because I like the placement of its 3 medium docks around the main axis of the ship. I think this allows the attached gunboats to cover more space around the ship than for ships with only upward-facing medium docks. The reduced blind spot hopefully led to less randomness in the results. I tested the gunboats against 2 Xenon P and 8 Xenon M, each in high and low attention mode, 3 times, with and without crew. Afterwards, I averaged the results and visualized the times each gunboat needed to destroy all enemies for easier comparison. For the low attention mode, I found that all gunboats that use flags are close together, and the Thresher has the highest kill time. In high attention mode, the Jian did clearly the best, and is justifiable promoted for this job. In the test, where I wanted to find out if the crew had an impact on the gunboat's turret performance, I got for some better results with crew and for some worse. Overall, I think the time difference between each test fluctuated too much to get a significant result. Therefore, I went a step further and built a ratio between the times from the test without and with crew. If the crew has a positive effect on the killing time, then the time should be shorter, and the resulting ratio greater than 1. If not, I expect values close to 1, because I don't expect a negative impact. Further, I averaged all ratios from all different ships to increase the data amount to get closer to the mean value. I think in this case this is allowed because I would expect to see in all different gunboats the same trend, with minor fluctuations because of slightly different crew amounts. The average from this was close to 1, and therefore I concluded that in this scenario crew has no meaningful impact. And with that, I'm at the end, and I can confirm that the Jian is the best gunboat, for adding some medium turrets to the medium docks of other ships. Also, from my results, we shouldn't worry about to give our gunboats crew for this purpose. Until next time.